Hi, everybody. This is Lee. I'm talking about the death penalty in the South. I've spoken on this subject before in a video, I think it was last December, where I found an AP article which revealed that Texas has fallen to second place behind Georgia for the number of executions. And I also did another video where I said that, and the reason why was the fact that juries in Texas have been given the option to assign life without the possibility of parole instead, and more juries have been choosing that option rather than executions in Texas. And I also spoke about the state of Arkansas, the fact that Governor Asa Hutchinson has scheduled 8 executions in the span of 10 days in Arkansas during the month of April, specifically because the state is running out of a supply of drug as part of the execution lethal injection cocktail, misodolam, that it's set to expire in at the end of April, and that no more drugs will be forthcoming. And so there's issues with the drug itself, that it's becoming scarce, and that other states like South Carolina and Tennessee are running into the same issue, as well as Mississippi, that they are, Mississippi was searching for options, like including firing squad, which I think was pulled from consideration. And then also possibly Arizona was searching for options. But Arkansas said, well, we're going to do it, apparently, as Governor Asa Hutchinson has said. But this article is actually not about those states. This is about Florida. And this article is challenging the death penalty in the South. There is a Florida state prosecutor. Her name is Aramis Ayala. She was just elected March 16th in the Orange Osceola jurisdiction. And so days ago. And so also days ago, Florida reinstated its death penalty. And so there's concerns. The reason why Florida actually put a moratorium the state of Florida the Supreme Court of Florida in 2016 found the death penalty unconstitutional. And then it was reinstated the death penalty was reinstated just days before Ayala made her announcement on March 16th. And so Governor Rick Scott recently signed legislation requiring an unanimous jury to sentence someone to death. And following Ayala's announcement, Governor Scott removed her from the high-profile murder case of Markeith Lloyd. And he is accused of killing his pregnant ex-girlfriend and an on-duty police officer. And so Governor Scott is also considering removing Ayala from her position as state prosecutor. And Ayala is in return challenging Governor Scott's decision to take her off the Lloyd case. She claims that there is no evidence that shows the death penalty improves public safety for citizens or law enforcement. Plus, it's costly and drags on for years for the victim's family. And so Ayala cited an FBI report that found that the South has the highest murder rate, which also, and they also perform about 80% of all executions. And so it's an indication that the death penalty is not a deterrent. The South also has the highest number of death row exonerations, and that raises concerns about the execution of innocent people. And there should be a concern because there were extra legal executions of innocent people in the South. Emmett Till is only one. There were many extra legal lynchings in the South of innocent people. And that's an unfortunate tradition that the South has to live with. But now we look at the court system and see that there are also issues being raised as well. Of the 157 people who have been exonerated from death row since 1976, 81 are from the South overall, while 26 are from Florida alone. And so, since 1999, in general, death penalty sentences have dropped nationwide. But still, more executions have taken place in the South. And of the 20 executions in the United States in 2016, 19 of them took place in just 4 southern states: Alabama, Florida, Georgia, and Texas. I spoke about this before, how Georgia is taking the lead on executions, and Texas has fallen to second place. This article also says of 13 southern states, only one, West Virginia, does not impose capital punishment. West Virginia abolished its death penalty law in 1965. And so, again, this article goes on to explain the issue with the drug misoprostol and Governor Asa Hutchinson's decision to make rapid use of the 8 remaining doses before they expire at the end of April. And so there will be 8 executions in 10 days. There'll be 2 on one day, and then 2 on one day, and then 2 on one day, and then 2 and finish. So that's what's going on. There are activists working on that, but also Tennessee has also lacked the drugs necessary to perform lethal injections, and so they have a de facto moratorium. South Carolina has had trouble curing the lethal injection drugs, and then Mississippi, and so there are activists working on several angles on this. I'm going to go ahead and post a link in the description, and people can read more about this issue and just contemplate the decision making of certain governors and how that can affect an entire state and the criminal justice system itself. Good luck.